What up, though, good people? What's poppin'? This your man, Billy D. Williams up in the building. Sorry we couldn't do a live show yesterday. Got caught up in some things. And you know what we was caught up in? Well, not we, but you know what I was caught up in Chicago, where the Detroit Lions came into the Windy City and put the whooping on them and beat the brakes off the Chicago Bears. No, nothing wrong with the Chicago Bears people. Them some good people out in Chicago. But it's football season. All bets is off. All friendliness is out the window. Detroit came down there and beat the brakes off the Bears. You know what? The Lions are now 13-3. And I am so truly proud of my team. They're my boys. You know what I'm saying? Look, I've been riding with the Bears since 1979. You know, when some of these young whippersnappers wasn't even in diapers, wasn't even the thought in their daddy's eyes. But you know what? We had some okay years, pretty decent years, great moments, phenomenal moments. But no moment has been like this, where the pride of the entire city, matter of fact, the entire region has been more prouder than the Detroit Lions, even going all the way down to some people in Ohio is cheering for the Lions. No question about it. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. We're not perfect. We're not. But my team, my heart and soul, I think we're going to the bowl. I said it only one time other in my lifetime. And that was in 1992, where the Detroit Lions went to Washington, D.C. and got the living snot whooped out of them by the Washington Redskins. I'm sorry. You all call them the Commanders now, but the time it was, everything was A-OK, the Commanders. But the Redskins beat the living snot out of my Detroit Lions. I'm sorry to say it, but it is what it is. We can't change it. My heart breaks, though. It does. My heart truly breaks that the Lions couldn't do it then. Who was it? Eric Kramer was a quarterback then. When Scotty Mitchell couldn't do it, Rodney Peete couldn't do it. Yeah, Andre Ware couldn't do it. Just going down the Lions quarterbacks and everything like that. Let's see. Bobby Lane, I guess. I don't know. I didn't go back that far. I didn't go back. I don't think I went back that far. But, you know, Matthew Stafford couldn't do it. Mike McMahon couldn't do it. Stanton couldn't do it. Dante Culpepper couldn't do it. I'm sorry. Scott Mitchell couldn't do it. From Wayne Fontes to Bobby Ross to Marty Mortonwig, Steve Mariucci, Matt Millen, Gary Moeller. Yes, the great Michigan coach Gary Moeller was the head coach of the Detroit Lions for a brief periodic moment in time. Caldwell, 2 watches, he couldn't do it. Jim Schwartz couldn't do it. But we got this guy that want to rip off kneecaps as we goes down. And when we get back up, we're going to tear off the other kneecap. He like Kenny Rogers from the Detroit Tigers. He's a gambler. We can be 4th down and 15. We're going to go for it. Dan, Superman, Campbell. You know what I mean? I don't know too many people really going to say. I don't know what no one's going to say. I'm just going to say what I want to say. I was not expecting none, not even half, not even a quarter of half the stuff that has went on with this guy. I really don't. It amazes me that when the Fords, I don't know if it was senior or junior, when the Fords, the males of the Ford family was in charge, we couldn't do crap. We couldn't. We tried. We tried. Lord knows we tried. We didn't have no good GMs. We didn't have no good people in position to do anything the right way. Whew. But when the daughter came in, I don't even want to mispronounce her name because I don't have no notes in front of me or nothing like that. I'm just spitting this from the top of my head. When she came in, the league was talking about we'll help you and all this other good stuff like that. I don't know if it happened, they got help or whatever the case may be. But when she came in, the whole atmosphere, it was like a breath of fresh air came in for the Detroit Lions. And it was like, and me, you know, I love my down to my bone marrow. I love the Detroit Lions. But I was a skeptic. I had too many chances. I had too many great players in my mind. So many letdowns. From Chris Spielman. Oh, he's part of the office staff too now. From Chris Spielman as the linebacker. Number 54, Boss Bailey. Herman Moore, Johnny Morton, Roy Williams. Oh, my goodness. What was it? Brandon Pettigrew. I mean, all these good players was here. The legend, Calvin Johnson. The legend, the phenom, the icon. Number 20, Barry Sanders. And out of his tenure that he was here, I think one playoff game, and it hurts. It hurts down to the core. One playoff game. Unfreaking believable. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sorry. I ain't never been so emotional because it's even when I coach football, I wasn't this invested. I was invested. Let me take that back. That's a bold face. Like I was invested, like a mother lover. I was invested when I was coaching. Shout out to the Southwestern Prospectors, city champions. Denby Tars, city champions. The Detroit Demolition national champions. I love all y'all. Every last one. Even some of the ones I really didn't get along with, you know, we just didn't gel. We was cool, but we didn't gel. You know what I'm saying? All of my coaches, all of my brothers, all of my brethren. But it's nothing like watching this team and getting excited. Truly excited. Real quick. The Detroit Demolition did play at Ford Field. It touched my soul. Then when the Denby Tars played at Ford Field for the city championship, we lost that year. We did, no question. We lost. But yet and still, we came back the following year and took it. From the championships to championships. You know, it really does. It really touches me. Because the Detroit Lions has been rebuilding since 1957. And it's 2024. We was one game away from the big dance last year. I am so excited. How did song go? I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. You know, that's the type of thing. That's what I'm talking about. I could take that brown bag off. We ain't 0-16 no more. We ain't the number one suckiest team no more. We still had that record, but still, it was the opposite of the 1972 Miami Dolphins when they went 17-0 and won a championship. We went 0-16 and didn't win nothing. We was the playoff we was the preseason champions. We went 4-0 in the preseason and didn't win a freaking game that year. I can laugh at it now because that's in the past. but it still stings. It stings. It sucks. It's freaking horrible. But yet, it's okay. You want to know why it's okay? Because we are nationally being respected. And I done heard some people want to say, I guess Dallas isn't America's team anymore. Yep. The Detroit Lions should be America's team now because everybody's cheering for the Lions. From up there in New England, far up in Maine, all the way from the tip of Maine down to the southern tip of California. I think we are the only team that has never made it to a Super Bowl in the modern era. The only team. They ain't saying the other teams won it. We has just never been in all these many years. It's crazy, right? I know. It's crazy. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, my toes crossed, my eyes crossed, my arms crossed, my legs crossed. Cross them up with me, people, for the Detroit Lions to make it to the Super Bowl this year. And you know what? It's down in New Orleans. I guess I'm allergic to seafood, but I go down there and give me some crawfish. Hook me up with some Southern gumbo if the Lions win the World Series. If the Lions win the Super Bowl. I don't even want to talk about the World Series because that's coming in a couple months, so we can get to talking about the Tigers. But as of right now, it's all about the Honolulu blue and silver, the Detroit Lions. Let's go 13-3. We got 2 more to go, and it is the madness of the North, the NFC North. Out of all this time, maybe last year. Year before last, the entire time, it would have been wrapped up with the division champs. But even being 13-3, we still haven't wrapped up the division. That's how tough this division is. From the Green Bay Packers to the Minnesota Vikings to the Detroit Lions. My goodness, in the bottom of the barrel, the Chicago Bears. You know, the NFC North, we here now. Can't take it away from us, baby. We here now. We here. I had to get that out. You know what I'm saying? I'm still excited. I'm pumped up. And I'm feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody that was down in Soldier Field with me. Shout out to the Detroit Lions. The next game, every game coming forth now, it's a home game for the Lions because we taking over everything. Detroit in the building. Detroit, stand up. And that's it. This has been your boy, Bellady Williams. And I'm out of here. And that's it. That's all. And I'm gone.